Hi, I'm Jim Silverwood. I'm the president and CEO at Affirmed Housing. At Affirmed, I head up several different departments, mostly just senior staff report out to me. And part of that includes finance, development, acquisition, and then later operations of a property like this. About 6 years ago, Affirmed embarked in a progressive manner to develop more supportive housing. And this property is one of those. This property here at Della Rosa is a supportive housing project. It serves those folks who are most at need at the lowest income ranges. We're almost at $1.5 billion of total financing secured for all of our affordable communities, 55 affordable communities now, and we've housed almost 10,000 people here in California. So we're really proud of the accomplishments we've made, and we look forward to many more years.
My name is Andrew Doe. I'm an Orange County supervisor. I cover the 1st District, which covers the city of Santa Ana, Garden Grove, Westminster, part of Fountain Valley, and Midway City. As a county supervisor, homelessness has always been an important issue for me, and especially in my role now as chairman of the Commission to End Homelessness for the County of Orange. I worked to sponsor Assembly Bill 448, which led to the Orange County Housing Finance Trust, with a goal towards building 2,700 units of supportive housing within the next 5 years. When we put this in the context of what we have been able to accomplish, just in the short, less than 2 years since the trust formation, we are now almost 1,700 units into our goal of 2,700 units. And that's a significant accomplishment in such a short amount of time. And it started primarily with the county, at my suggestion, putting in $5 million as seed money to start the trust. And since then, we have allocated over $20 million more into this. And we also work through our housing department to obtain more housing vouchers to allow for supportive and assisted living to be in projects like this.
My name is Tri Tha. I am the mayor of City of Westminster and also a chair of Westminster Housing Authority. This is a really beautiful and meaningful project for our city, and I really want to thank the other organization and agency who really want to support the Westminster community. I think that is a long process, but we overcame all the challenges by working with many other organizations, agencies to achieve our goal. And our goal is to provide affordable housing to low-income families to address the issue of homelessness.
My name is Melody Locke. I'm the Senior Project Manager at Affirmed Housing. Della Rosa has to be one of my favorite projects that I've worked on. Back in 2016, we purchased the property here from the city, and the building here before was nothing like what it is now. There was a building with graffiti, it was boarded up, it was such an eyesore when you drive down Beach Boulevard. When we partnered up with the city in Orange County to do something here, we were very excited. It was very challenging with the site that we had to work with. It was very narrow, so to be able to fit 50 units here was very difficult. The design team, they were able to make it work, and they did such an amazing job. I'm very, very proud of what they were able to do here.
My name is Mark Hoover, and I'm the chairman of the board of American Family Housing. American Family Housing and Affirmed are working on this project together. American Family Housing will be providing the wraparound services for the tenants in the community, which means that they will have the shelter that they need, they will have access to food, have access to medical resources, they'll have access to counseling, and they will have access to the services that they need to grow and develop as they try to become more engaged in the rest of the community here in Westminster and Orange County.
My name is ROCKETTE. I am the Community Affairs Manager for Southern California for US Bank. We have a long relationship with Affirmed Housing, having partnered with them to help finance 12 affordable housing projects in the past. And we are really happy to have expanded our relationship to be able to be an equity investor at Della Rosa.
My name is Gianna Richards, and I am the president of Solari Enterprises. Solari Enterprises is a property management company specializing in affordable housing, and we have the wonderful pleasure of managing Della Rosa. We handle the day-to-day operations, which include such things as resident relations, maintaining the physical asset, and maintaining regulatory compliance.
My name is Sam COCA, and we're a resident here at Della Rosa. I'm originally from Romania, and we grew up in Orange County our whole life. I have a beautiful wife and 2 young children, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. And we were living in Orange. My wife came across the project online. We applied for it, and we were blessed enough to have the opportunity to actually live here. My family loves it. They love the area around here. There's parks, and the beach is really close. It's just so neat to be able to just move into a space and to be home right away.
My name is KATELYN SILVERWOOD, and I am the Director of Marketing for Affirmed Housing. I see Della Rosa as positively affecting the local community, and I think that Della Rosa is a sterling example of what affordable housing can look like.
Here they will have stable, affordable housing, which will allow them to focus on family, health, employment. And with that ability to live here, they will be a stronger household, and in turn making this community stronger.
I think this is a game changer for Westminster, for Beach Boulevard and this community and the services it provides to people who are underserved and underrepresented.
I see this as an important tool within what I consider the system of care. We don't look at housing like this as a permanent solution for individuals. We see this as part of the transition process so that people go from shelter to assisted living to supportive housing, and then hopefully on their own in their own housing as well.
We're one of the few supportive housing projects here in the City of Westminster, so we think this will make a great impact here in Westminster. We're pleased to have a great partner who's going to be providing our supportive houses services here, and Solari Management, who will be managing the property. So we think it's going to be a real win-win for the residents.
Della Rosa is beautiful, architecturally consistent with the architecture that we see around this area, especially for Westminster as a city. The design is ingenious. To still have the carports to allow for car parking and yet not give up a lot of space for housing. I have to hand it to the design team and the developer.
Working with property management and American Family Housing to find residents who needed a place to live. It was such a great feeling to hear about who we were able to house in the community.
My favorite part about being here is that everything is new and beautiful. Even though it's by a busy street, on the inside it's really quiet and it feels very safe, and it's a blessing to be here. The experience so far has been amazing.
My favorite part of Della Rosa is the layout. It's so amazing how Affirmed Housing was able to bring pockets of common areas and amenities to the residents on this really narrow, interesting piece of land. The common areas give the residents an opportunity to come out of their units and form relationships with neighbors and residents to make this truly a community.
So this property here is definitely unique in that it's right up against Beach Boulevard here. I think the architects, Dahlin Group, did a wonderful job designing the front facade and the building. So I think the residents here in Westminster are going to be very happy with it. That's on the physical attributes of the property, but from a more holistic perspective, we're going to be taking folks who are living on the streets and housing them. And that's always such a rewarding thing for those of us at Affirmed Housing.
It's a wonderful project. I have driven by this property for 45 years since I've been living here. And to see it being converted now to use and to provide residents with a place that they can call home that is accessible to public transportation, so reduces the need for them to have their own cars, to allow them to restart their life with the support, the services that we have here.
What's most exciting for us at US Bank about being part of this project is that we're part of supporting the 50 individuals and families who live here. Stable, affordable housing is a critical cornerstone in producing financial stability and really enabling folks to be able to achieve their dreams.
Affordable housing is really important. We all understand that we live in California and we have a big demand to provide affordable housing. And I think this is a great opportunity. This project had involved the City of Westminster, County of Orange, nonprofit organization, and private sector. So that is teamwork. So this is a really beautiful project, helpful and meaningful project for all of us.